Norsewear began in the late 1960s, and its products soon became classic Kiwi items. If you were in the market for warm outdoor clothing or sturdy socks with a distinctive fleck. While its business fortunes have not been without challenges, over the past few years it's undergone something of a renaissance.
Norsewear as a brand has been around for 50 years. It's actually celebrating its 50-year anniversary this year. It's an iconic brand. It's a brand its fabric is woven into the rural scene of New Zealand. It's a trusted brand, and its position in the marketplace is number one. We've stayed true to the core product, to the core customer base. The staff there, I mean, some of them have been there over 30 years. They know the product backwards. But we have invested in technology. We've always tried to keep up with what the rest of the world's doing. I've only been there a relatively short period of time, and I'm already incredibly proud of its heritage and of its position in the marketplace.
I started with Norsewear in 1981. It's been an exciting time over that period, watching technology and being involved in successful business. When I started here, it was the basics, fairly basic machines. They were making jumpers, socks, hats, scarves and gloves, which is pretty much the same as today. In our industry, technology has moved ahead so much, from the old mechanical plant and now into the most sophisticated electronics, as you can see in probably any industry today. But that's what we've got here now. The New Zealand made thing has been massive for us, I think, right through the history of Norsewear. It's had its ups and downs over the years. We've always tried to stay true to being predominantly a wool producer, which we feel that needs to be done in New Zealand. The wool industry in New Zealand has had some issues over the years, and even on the spinning side, there's really only one large spinner left in New Zealand now. Worsted yarns now have to be imported. We have no choice. Generally, it's Australian and New Zealand wool that we use, but our woolen spun yarns are still produced here in New Zealand. We have about 16 permanents. During our busiest season through the winter, we bring on some more temporary workers to cover that increased capacity. These two yarns here are traditional Norsewear yarns that we've been buying for a long time now. We source these from Wool Yarns in Upper Hutt. We take the yarn like this, it's put on our sock knitting plant, and we end up with a sock. So that's our traditional farm flex sock, again made here for nearly 50 years, and our Softly Softly sock. All our later generation machines use more merino type yarns, and this is our latest technology for socks like this. It's simply technology and more features that you can put into a sock, like cushioned soles and seamless toe technology. They have more lycra in them, so they fit on better. And there's lots and lots of features you can put into a modern sock. The Farm Flex sock used to be all of Norsewear. I think it probably went back to the Norwegian theme, and the male type yarns is sort of a Norwegian jumper type thing, and that was then translated into a sock. Farm Fleck and Softly was all of Norsewear sales once, but now with modern technology and sock making, it's about 20%. The key point of difference between a traditional old type sock like this is this type of technology, seamless toe, but also in the capabilities of the sock machines to put lots of features into a sock, putting elastic in it, terry loops for comfort and reinforcing, and there's all sorts of things that we can do to a sock now to make it much more practical for an end use. So where once a sock was a sock, now we make socks for every type of end use, skiing or hiking, working, whatever you like.
Every farmer will know our Farm Flex socks. Every farmer will know our Ruahine tops. And, we're quite proud of those heritage products. What's exciting in terms of the future is what's coming. People will start seeing an expansion of the sock range first and foremost, but they'll also start seeing other products that are going to come on stream, microline fibre, garments, other apparel items, tourism items. So they'll start seeing quite an expansive range of product coming through. This is the way of the future. I mean, these socks, still merino socks, but they're 100% printed. They're not woven, they're not embroidered, they're not stenciled. These are digitally printed. The technology involved in developing this has taken a few years, but we're there now. We just came back from Shanghai where we launched the product, first company in the world to have printed merino socks. And they're not only printed on the front, it's 360-degree printing, so it's right round. Good old Kiwis. The fantastic thing about digital printing is that you can make production runs of 100,000 pairs of socks, and then you can print to order. So you basically can customise it for corporates, you can customise it for customers, you can customise it for a fashion statement or a fashion show. It can be patterns, designs, or logos. So it gives you real economies of scale. The reaction in Shanghai was amazing. It was incredible. Everybody was excited about it. 2 years, 3 years from now, people are going to digital photograph of themselves and put them on their socks. So that customisation is basically available now, but it's about volume. We pride ourselves on the fact that we are 100% New Zealand made across all our sock ranges, not just Norsewear. Not only are we proud that it's 100% New Zealand made, but we pride ourselves on the fact that we can deliver a corporate order in less than 48 hours. You can't do that out of China. We already sell in about 15 countries around the world. You've got New Zealanders all over the world that love the product and are buying online. We've actually got agents and distributors in Ireland, in the UK, in South Africa, in the US. So the platform's there. The business has been growing steadily, but I think, again, coming back to its core, its socks, its gloves, its beanies, its scarves, all rural driven. And there's nothing wrong with that, but there are a lot of other people that wear socks, gloves, beanies and scarves. And that's what we're really starting to focus on now.
This program was made with funding from New Zealand On Air.